Hey all, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. Oh, that's right, it's a raven and a cloak. Bet you weren't expecting that.
Well, I kind of was. I mean, this is Kingdom Hearts. We've done this game already, so this isn't new by any stretch of the imagination.
True that. Now, Helldragon, are you familiar with the concept of recontextualization?
Oh gosh, I don't think I attended enough English classes for that. Can you give me a primer?
Well, it's when you see stuff in a different light when new evidence is presented and whatnot. But in this instance, I would go so far as to call it a retcon because, as you may be aware, this is where Maleficent comes back to life due to the three good fairies remembering her. This is actually not what causes her revival. She has teleported here from the past to where a vessel is waiting for her.
Wait, are you talking about like a vessel like the ones the organization were making, or is this a completely separate vessel that we're talking about?
You know, I have no fucking clue. All I know is this bitch was talking to someone literally called Darkness, and then she wound up here.
Oh god, is Darkness probably going to be like a character that maybe gets revealed when, KH4 comes out, or one of the mobile games comes out, or anything like that?
Well, I gotta be honest, the mobile games like Chi, Union Cross, etc. are my biggest, blank spot when it comes to KH lore and knowledge, but I think there's 13 of the Darknesses, because of course there fucking is. Some of them have been destroyed, some are contained, I think one's missing. I'll have to look this up properly.
No, wait. Are you talking about the 13 Darknesses that are related to the organization, or is this a new sect of 13 Darknesses as concepts?
The 13 original Darknesses.
Oh, God.
Also referred to as True Darkness are a group of characters introduced in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross who possess a history with the Master of Masters. They're an ancient entity locked in an eternal battle with the light.
Maleficent!
Man, sometimes I think to myself, I wonder if it was truly worth quitting Kingdom Hearts, and then here we fucking go.
I don't fully agree with that sentiment, but at the same time, it's you're adding layer upon layer now, and I'm having to do homework to keep up with this, but also, on the flip side of that, it's been 20 plus years, so if you're only getting into it now, of course there's going to be stuff to catch up on.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not a fan of my free time where I have to do any sort of homework. Sort of related, in terms of homework. I've been playing Magic the Gathering here and there, and they have, PowerPoints they literally put out for which boot kind. There's, 4 types of, boosters for each set, and which one has which exclusive cards, so you have to refer to the chart to see which kind of cards you want to get, and I'm just that is way too much fucking work to tell somebody to just go to the shop and just fucking buy shit, okay?
Gosh, looks kind of different now.
I kind of missed Hollow Bastion / Radiant Garden, spoilers, in Kingdom Hearts 3. Just a nice little, kind of hub area we could run around in and whatnot. That game, 3, really needed a mid-game climax, I think, to pace itself a little bit better. But you've all heard this by now, so just enjoy this GIF animation, and we'll move on with the story.
I guess now that we've completed, the first major story arc for Kingdom Hearts, I guess I'm still wondering what they may do next, if anything at all, with any other Final Fantasy stuff. I only have one personal request for anything Final Fantasy related in Kingdom Hearts. Well, okay, I have a few, but the one I want to talk about is I want Jack Garland from the Stranger in Paradise game. I unironically want him in Kingdom Hearts because it would be fucking amazing.
I just want him talking to Merlin. He just goes bullshit, turns on Limp Bizkit, and goes out the door.
Hunting Chaos would be obviously kind of a good side thing for hunting Darkness or whatever. You could make it work. It would be fucking stupid, but it would be unironically great at the same time.
Out of all the Final Fantasy characters, I think him and the regular Garland would fit in best in terms of, intersplicing them into the Kingdom Hearts universe.
No, I've wanted a Garland boss fight for years, kind of with how he fights in Dissidia, for example, and I think having Jack Garland in there as well would be a good way to kind of do that.
I believe they're currently raffling him off, Jack, for Opera Omnia, or whatever the mobile game, the gacha, is on right now.
I know they've had a few. I know there was like one where they used like Final Fantasy VII remake assets for that. I don't know. I don't keep track of that either.
Trying to think of what game you're talking about. There's a lot of like Final Fantasy remake stuff going around. Like there's before Crisis, during Crisis, post Crisis, mental health crisis. That one kind of flopped. Don't know why.
Yeah, you know, those aren't especially as popular.
Hello? Who is talking to me? It's you!
Yuffie!
Now we have to remember that Advent Children was a thing where everybody was wearing black for some reason. I don't know.
Maybe it was easier to animate and whatnot in all the CG, but I believe I mentioned this last time in the old playthrough, but Yuffie is no longer voiced by Christine Carlson Romano, aka Kim Possible. She is now Mae Whitman, aka Katara from Avatar The Last Airbender, and one of Ramona's ex-boyfriend/girlfriends in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Did you hear that they're doing an anime version of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and like all of the cast from the movie is like coming back to do voices for that?
That's really cool.
Yeah, no, it's good because again, Mae Whitman does have experience, but I fucking loved the Scott Pilgrim movie actually, so this is actually super cool.
I'm still kind of on the fence as to whether Michael Cera fit the role of Scott himself, but at the same time, he did a good job, and I feel it was a pretty good movie overall. Obviously, you have Edgar Wright's directorial style fluffing things up, but hey, watch it for yourself and form your own opinion. Don't just copy Ed, Tom, and Helldragon.
We may never meet again, but we'll never forget each other.
I'm gonna ignore that, just kinda gloss over that. Listen, I know Squall is named Leon in this, but, you know, with the Resident Evil 4 remake coming out recently, I am honestly thinking of Leon Kennedy a little bit more, I'll be honest with you.
I'm more thinking of that Ashley Mouse meme that's going around right now.
I fucking hate that meme so much. I really do.
Of course something nice and simple would come along and you absolutely hate it.
You know, it's not the fact that it exists, it's the fact that I've seen it reposted 200 motherfucking times and the joke never changes and it's irritating, but that's just me.
Okay, so you hate repetition and yet you decided to spend, I don't know, 15 plus years working with a guy who is known for repetition. I see how it is.
Yes, I know, it's one of my greatest errors.
Oh. That hurt my soul and heart at the same time.
Oh god, now I feel bad.
Nah, it's cool. I never take it personally.
We missed you.
Ah!
Oh no, she's back.
You ain't in top shape.
Oh, I've missed you, Sid.
I knew it.
And Doug Erholtz is here too, I guess.
A while back, everyone suddenly remembered you guys.
I gotta say,
all
my
at the
favourite
same
Sid
time.
might actually be the one from 10.
You remember?
Oh no, I don't know a ton about Final Fantasy X, so I don't even, I didn't even know there was a Sid in that game.
He's the leader of the Al Bhed, I believe. He's
Where?
Riku's dad.
In cold storage?
And when I say Riku, I ain't talking about Riku with 1K. I'm talking about Riku with 2.
This is great.
Oh god, that's just gonna be so
Everyone's
confusing.
together again.
You know what, now that I think about it,
So,
Riku with 2
we're trying to
Ks,
find Riku
even
with
though
K.
she's
seen
in
him?
this game, she never gets called by her name, I seem to recall, because again, that would be confusing.
Right.
Not out loud. I think there might be some
But
dialogue
Lisa, if there's
somewhere
anything we
that
can do
where
to
it's just
help,
text
okay?
where her name gets mentioned.
Okay, thanks.
Don't go thanking us just yet.
Do you have to be this creepy,
Our
Sid?
Bastion's got a problem.
I always thought it was
A
so
big
strange
problem.
that Sid in Final Fantasy VII
mean,
used like
like
a spear
nobodies
instead of like
and
a
heartless?
gun. You think he would be
That's
like the
right.
gun person, but Vincent is the
Sounds
gun
like you could
person,
use
so I
our
don't know.
help.
Yeah, he called
Then let's
dibs
cut
on
to
the
the
guns.
chase.
Probably hundreds of years ago, considering he's a vampire.
Sora.
I wonder if they're going to
Goofy.
remake Dirge
We were hoping
Cerberus
the three of
because
you
they're
might
in
give
a
us a
remake
hand
mood.
around
I
here.
don't think they should, but I know they really
Like
want to
we're
get
gonna
in
say
on
no?
the storyline with like Genesis and all that, so I don't know. Look, I've played
Careful,
Dirge
I'm
Cerberus.
dealing.
It's not a good game, and the story's kind of stupid, so I don't know.
If they do, they should
Sort of
subtitle it
leading
a
from
wake
that.
end version. You know, like a wake at a funeral.
Ugh, God.
Why do you hate everything I bring up? Why does the
Follow
light
me to
die
the
before
Bailey.
your
There's
eyes?
something you need to see.
I don't even need to follow the darkness. I'm already there. They come try to turn me into a heartless. It's like, it turns out you're already that way. Okay.
Even Zayla's like, dude, please, chill out.
Listen, I'll join your organization, but I need like the Mega Power Fist. That has to be my move, okay?
Kids, could you lighten up a bit?
We'll count on you.
Right.
Right. Ah, yes. Did you give them cards, dear?
Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Nah, it's probably something like Duel Masters or whatever. But yes, this is Jeff Bennett as Merlin. Pretty iconic in the role at this point.
Leon thought you might like to.
You know, I actually like Duel Masters a lot, so that's not an insult to me.
Okay, well, now that you said you like something, I have to shit on it, as per the rules written, like, when we started doing commentary together. I know nothing about Duel Masters, so this is impossible.
Hey,
The Kaijudo show was kind of stupid from what I've seen. Well, okay, well, to be fair, the original Duel Masters dub was not very good either, but that's just me.
Well, it doesn't count when you do it, but whatever, I'm kind of bored of this topic now, so I am going to move on to something quite particular while Merlin runs down the whole magic thing for us. Recently, Nomura was at a 20th anniversary event. Oh, no, it was the Second Breath concert in Tokyo, and he appeared on stage, did Nomura, and mentioned something that happened after the 20th anniversary event that determined the direction of the series. Now, Yoko Shimomura was there at the same time, and she didn't actually know anything about this, and she was a bit surprised. And Nomura was like, I'll tell you backstage. And there's been a number of interpretations as to what this is about. Some people thought they looked scared, some people just, thought, people were over-exaggerating. People don't know what to think about this overall, though. I'm thinking it's like they finally got permission to use a certain, property or two.
Oh no. Well, I guess I wouldn't be surprised at this point. It is inevitable. It's going to happen, but like I mentioned before, I have my doubts.
Yeah, we're currently waiting for Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, the mobile game. I believe some stuff leaked for that, but I'm not going to talk about it here, just in case you guys don't want spoilers. And also Kingdom Hearts 4, where we haven't really had an update since it was first revealed, so they're hard at work on that currently. I feel like now that the engine and whatnot is in place, the Osaka team can work a little bit harder on things now.
I am glad they are actually working on Kingdom Hearts 4 in a more timely manner, considering how long it took for them to count to 3. So I'm actually glad that we have something that we know they are working on it.
Indeed, indeed. Clarification though, they weren't spending all that time between 2 and 3 actively prototyping and working on 3. That's a misconception. It was only roughly about like a 5-year or so development cycle. Whoa.
Well, that's a little problem.
That's a lot of, what is that? That's some kind of fucking soup down there?
Maybe even something
Tasty
better.
darkness soup.
There's still a lot to do, but I'm sure we can handle everything. Except...
Yeah, you're gonna need some light bomb nukes for that. I don't know if they have those.
Jensen could clear out this whole place, but he just doesn't want to get out of that chair. Ooh, look at him saunter.
Oh no, they're going. They're like, yeah.
We'll handle them.
Well, that's good to hear.
Because I ain't doing it.
So, Sora, do you know what's going on then?
There's this guy, Pete, who's been going around plotting with the Heartless.
Yes, the
But
the
he's not
mastermind
smart enough to
behind
tie
this
his
whole
own
plan.
shoes.
His name
The
is
ones we
Pete.
need to worry
I'm not actually
about
sure
are
what
the
Pete's
Nobots.
second name is. It might be
Organization 13 guys in
Pete.
charge, too.
I guess they have Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy Dog. He is a dog, right?
his full name is actually Goofy Goof.
Oh yeah, that's true. So I guess
You're
it's
doing
Pete, the Petey.
Who's that?
I don't know.
This calls for a celebration.
Whoa, 2 of them.
Oh no, just 2. Oh, there's 4. I guess I could help, but nah.
I'm just invested enough to want to protect this game, but beyond that, you're on your own. I'm a Keyblade master, got a lot of worlds to visit, a lot of people to save, a lot of hearts to connect, I guess.
Yeah, I'm very busy. I don't really have time to play guardsman. It's a gate. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Yeah. Did you ever fail at this particular thing back when you were playing?
No, I mean, I've always been a little kind of antsy about, like, protect the thing or do this within this time limit mission. I hate those. Big shot. But, no, this one's pretty easy. I just kind of hug near the door, pretty much. That's all you need to do.
Okay.
Nice.
I've never been able to do that successfully. I kind of typically haven't tried it because I figure, instead of doing that, I could just hit them with a combo and it would achieve the same result.
I guess, unless they knock you out of the combo and then the shoes come along and kick the door down.
Fucking shoes.
To be fair, if I wanted to kick a door down, I would save money by sending shoes.
I don't know if there's like a cost to kind of like summoning these things. I just kind of assumed they were just available. I don't know if it's like lower level Heartless or Nobody's or whatever costs less to summon as opposed to the bigger ones. I don't know.
Maybe it's like an energy thing, but don't forget, everyone who has lost their heart has a nobody. So that's why later in the game, Zeldin wants Beast's Heartless and his nobody, because it's a twofer.
Oh god, Zaldin, it's just... You know, I'm thinking so much about Zaldin these days because, you know, when we first did this, we would joke about Demix, you know, like, oh, Demix is just this normal dude caught in this situation. I mean, it's very clear now, though, he's going to be the Master, so I'm bored with him. So, Zaldin has, like, fucking nothing going on, right? In this game, this is his thing. In this game, he just obsesses over Beast. You know, it's like, oh, Beast, don't you want to go fucking ape shit? Then once that's done, he has fucking nothing else to do to the point where he has no lines whatsoever in Kingdom Hearts 3. Same with Lexius. Like, they just have nothing planned for these motherfuckers now. It's sad.
It is a bit weird. Like, I know why Phil didn't have any voice lines, but why were the voice actors for Dylan and Aeolus not available?
Again, they've got nothing to do, so I'm not sure.
Surprise, I teleported down here.
I'm just one dude, so we can't walk past now. Just shoot him, Donald, come on.
We know you got the big guns waiting in the wings, if you're pardon the pun.
That's polite. Shutting me down like that.
I said get out of the way!
Yeah, it's funny. Just going back to the Only Plays LP of this, when they defeat Zeldin at the end, sorry, Zigbar at the end, lots of X's here, and he's fading away. I believe it's Chris only makes a comment of, I'm not who you think I am, which is very prophetic if you flash forward to Kingdom Hearts 3 to Zigbar's eventual revelation as being Lushu.
God, yeah, no, you're right. I mean, sometimes it's nice when you just absolutely call it, even though you don't know what's going on. That's always good.
As if. Why don't I remind you how tough the crowd you're dealing with really is?
He ain't kidding. Zigbar is probably one of the harder organization fights in the game.
Although, I'm curious to see this fight now that we're playing the final mix version and we have access to the limit form's dodge roll. You know, if you eventually get it to be that point. I imagine that kind of makes it a lot easier.
Gee, I just don't know.
Well, this conversation was productive.
Scintillating.
Be a good boy now.
That was worth it.
I got to see Donald fall arse over tits, so that was nice.
Do you not have like a magic missile or
You gave him
anything?
the same look.
You know, I think he was just trying to confuse you.
Oh, out of the
Yeah,
mouths
you're
of
right.
dogs.
Only
He ain't
one
wrong.
me.
On both counts. Goofy is wise, and there isn't just one Sora. There are many.
The Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee honorary member.
Do I get like a discount if I use this, or...?
That's what's happening right now. It's adding $1 back into your wallet.
Yeah, this is what I have to do to unlock a discount at Denny's. I gotta use magic spells.
I was so happy when they brought this animation back in the Remind DLC for free.
I had to access that in my mind, sorry, it's been a bit since we did the commentary for that.
Yeah, it's like right at the end where Sora's connecting with everyone to find the final piece of Kairi's heart.
It's kind of hard for me sometimes to access these memories of stuff we've done in the past, because the way my brain's set up, you know, I'm so hyper-focused on what I'm doing at the moment, it just kind of shunts that in the back, and it's hell pulling that back up.
For sure. Let's be honest though, to be completely fair, this is my job.
Now
It's
I
my
get it.
living. It's my job to keep track of all this
That
stuff.
must have been
You
the gate
work
Yensid
an IRL
talked about.
gig. This is a hobby for you at best.
Sorry to
Yeah,
run,
I
Leon.
mean, unless you ever do a programming game, that might actually be something I can talk about.
Organization
Hell yeah.
13.
You know, they have a few programming games out there, but they're a
Be
little
careful
weird,
with
so...
I'm actually playing a game right now called Storyteller, where you basically have to pick pieces of a story and put them in the right order to create a conclusion. It's pretty fun.
Oh yeah, no, I actually heard about that. Apparently it's like super short though, so I didn't really want to pay for it, but it did look like an interesting concept.
Do my eyes deceive me? Does he really have the power to wield the Keyblade?
I should already know this, having gone through 358 over 2 days and all that.
You know, I actually really like Zaldan's accent. I don't know what kind of accent that is, but it creates this really interesting, distinct tone. I know that's such a small thing to talk about. I'm reaching here, guys, but I actually really like that performance.
I fucking love Luxord over here. I'm gonna keep calling him Luxord, okay? It's the one I became accustomed to.
Hey, as long as it works in our favor,
Kicks feet.
we can let him do what he wants for now. Then we'll all jump in if needed.
Those are bold words coming from you. Are you saying you'll volunteer to take care of it if things go wrong?
Which one is Bill and which one is Ted?
What?
I wonder.
Me? No, you have the wrong guy. I'm not comfortable with that.
I'm watching you sus backer.
When was the last time any one of us felt anything?
That's one of my favourite lines. I love, like, when we have a group meeting. When was the last time any of us felt anything?
Do you know what happens to those who lose their true purpose?
They become YouTube Let's Players.
Yeah, they end up in this wacky group. We have a project due. Get your asses on it.
I'm in the big chair. That means I set the rules.
I am the Scrum Master and the product owner at the same time.
Now go.
This part was a mess. Make sure the next one is a bit more coherent.